It says Kansas considers alt marijuana products illegal, but they are easily available. And he jumps right in. What is Delta 8? Here's why diet weed is exploding in popularity. Delta 8 THC products are exploding in popularity across the country. Here's why they are available in states where marijuana is illegal. Nebraska voted to create a legal medical marijuana program during the general election, leaving Kansas surrounded by states with either recreational or medical marijuana. I love how they phrase it like it's a war. They're surrounded.
They are. They're
Kansas
surrounded.
is one of only 4 states that hasn't legalized, decriminalized, or created a medical program for marijuana, along with South Carolina, Wyoming, and Idaho. But the 2018 Farm Bill's definition of marijuana, a psychoactive drug, and hemp, an industrial plant, has allowed for a growing industry of marijuana-like products. Quote, I used to smoke actual weed, but I don't want to be doing that stuff anymore. And this is definitely a good alternative, said Chris Fisher, a Topeka user of hemp products. It then goes and delineates something about the Farm Bill, which we all know about, and then defines THCA and Delta H THC and THCP and THCV and starts to talk about all these analogs before it gets into this part. Illegal and ubiquitous. In CBD stores, vape shops, smoke shops, and gas stations across the state, you can find alt marijuana behind the shelves. Several stores have been caught in the crosshairs as Kansas implements its own laws that deviate from the interpretations of the federal government and other states. In 2022, Shawnee County law enforcement agencies raided Guardian MMJ, a store that sold cannabis products containing Delta 8 THC, which is criminalized under the Attorney General's opinion. Store owner Murray Dines alleged that more than $120,000 worth of product was seized in a lawsuit challenging the state's laws. But the U.S. District Court for Kansas dismissed the case because Dines had no private right of action to enforce the 2018 Farm Act. Dines' store wasn't the only one in Topeka that got caught in the crosshairs. One of Keezer's stores was raided about 3 years ago. Quote, they took over $17,000 worth of product from us, she said. We'd only been in business for 4 months. It completely crippled us. Keezer said that the state kept her inventory, but that it met federal definitions of hemp, and she's been able to continue selling her products without incidents since. Courts have had mixed results when analyzing how state laws interact with federal laws. In 2023, a federal court in Arkansas stopped a state law that banned Delta 8. In Wyoming, a court upheld the state's ban, and there are pending lawsuits across the country weighing the legal arguments for and against marijuana alternatives. Other states have legalized and regulated Delta 8 rather than ban it. In Kansas, enforcement can depend on where you are. Shane Roeder, who owns Earth's Choice in downtown Topeka, said he felt pressured when other stores in the area were targeted. Quote, with our store being right around the corner from the Capitol and down the street from the police station, we felt constant eyes on us, like we were running a massive illegal drug operation, and we noticed that police cars would park right in front of our store often like they were trying to deter business, Roeder said. Roeder said his store offered a more reliable alternative to gas station hemp products, and inaction at the state allowed lower quality products to survive. His business shut its doors, but still leaves its green medicinal light as a reminder of what the majority of Kansans are asking for. He said he hopes it can return one day. Quote, we opened our business individually and did not have corporate guidance of what to do in this scenario, so to protect our family, we have felt obligated to comply with the written law, Roeder said. In Wichita, where the city decriminalized marijuana possession, some store owners feel less anxiety about police raids. There's people that are highly confused about what's legal and what's not, said Brett Harris, owner of Canna Bliss and Canna Cafe. Wichita is a forward-thinking city because they know what's coming. Here in Wichita, you're written a citation if they think it's cannabis. This keeps going on, and they talk more about the farm bill and studies of alt marijuana and what's going on. But this is, again, it seems like one of these states where they're just gearing up for a big fight. So I'd love to hear what all of you have to think.
It amazes me how many states think that they can regulate commerce on something that the federal government has deemed a legal substance under the 2018 Farm Bill. This is just crazy to me. It feels like, it almost feels like Kansas is trying to take a page out of New York's playbook, Jesse.
Well, I mean, in reality, they can, Jason. Look at California. They regulate light bulbs. You can't buy regular light bulbs in California. Try it.
I mean, you can. You just got to order them from Amazon.
No, Amazon won't ship them. I tried that. It's blocked because, you know, and at the end of the day, states' rights do extend a lot farther than we might think. I think that, to me, what's sticking out right now is writing you a citation if they think it's cannabis. This sounds like a lot of state money that's about to be spent on testing for something that is completely harmless to their people.
I don't know. I don't know.
My question is, I wish we had somebody who was more of a lawyer, but this seems like an obstruction of interstate commerce.
I think you're right about this, Jesse. I think this is a big lawsuit.
Yeah, if it's federally legal under the Farm Bill and anything that's under farming, I can't imagine a state actually has the power to ban it.
Right? I feel the exact same way.
I'm not a lawyer, so I can't define that, but it seems not right.
It seems like there'll be a lawsuit coming, so we'll probably get some clarification and some case law out of this at some point in time.
Yeah, maybe.
And like it said, they are surrounded by all of these other states that have legalized it in one form or another, so they're just going to have to face what's coming.
She sounds like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz right now, the state of Kansas. We're surrounded by tornadoes.
Listen, Kansas has been pissed since Colorado legalized, right? Like,
yeah.
Nebraska and Kansas were places where you did not want to get caught. And they made a very clear statement. That shit's legal over there. It's not over here. Put signs up and put patrollers right at the border.
Yep.
So they, you know, if you came through with Colorado license plates or a U-Haul van, bet your ass is getting pulled over.
Same with Idaho. I'm 40 miles from the border of Idaho, and it's terrifying to drive through that state. If you have Washington or Montana where it's legal and you have those plates, they are definitely.
Well, Jesse, I mean, doesn't that just make you feel like you're alive? Because it's just like reinvigorates the rush. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's how you know you're alive.
No, I don't like a police officer.
Unfortunately, I have 7 kids, and so the concept of driving through somewhere where if I have a joint, I can actually go to prison for years.
7?
Potentially. Yeah, I have 7 children.
Yeah, Jesse got 7 kids.
What cold or small place do you live in? There's not a whole lot else to do. Do you have TV? Like, what's going on?
They're not all mine biologically.
Jesse was originally from Utah, Jenny Beth.
She's hot. What can I say?
I got you. That's fair.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
a lot.
The point is, I'm a family man, so the concept of driving into Idaho and going to prison for a joint in my car is really terrifying. And that is actually what's on the line. When I'm driving through Idaho without a state plates, if I have a joint in the car, I could literally go to prison.
Yep. Just ask, what was his name?
1 to 3 years.
Yeah, just ask Dogface all about it, right? He got caught up in Idaho.
Yeah, so I literally don't take weed through Idaho.
You know, I mean, back in the day, they used to be like that in Nevada. They used to have a sign when you entered the state of Nevada that said, you know, if you get caught with even one weed seed in your car, that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, 5 to 10 years. That
sounds like a long sign. They wrote all that on the sign, Jason?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He's paraphrasing. Okay.
It was that's pretty much what it was. You have any final thoughts on this, Rod?
I have to be careful from, coming from Canada because it's almost.
I know you guys don't have free speech up there.
Yeah. Well, the only time I've ever taken cannabis to the U.S. was by accident. Had it in like a pocket in one of my coats, and I didn't even know it was there. So got lucky that I found it when I was there and didn't have to hit up a dispensary. So that was pretty sweet. But in Canada, everything we regulate hemp and cannabis the same. So ultimately, it's a bit of a show down there, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. So we'll see what happens with the amendments to the farm bill if they recriminalize it again.
They're not.
You don't think so?
No, not a chance.
Nick is in the comments saying that the FDA has always said that all synthetic cannabis remains Schedule 1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The FDA is about to get dismantled.
Well, they're not yet, Jason. So for right now,
Got RFK coming in, so
Yep. Yep,
guess
we're
we're gonna
about
see.
to.
But it looks like Jesse has to go, and I guess we have to go too.
No, I was saying goodbye to the FDA.
Yeah, he was saying because we're about to make America healthy again.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
after
Well,
we eat McDonald's
worst
one last
thing.
time.
and hopefully that'll trickle that'll trickle up to Canada too. We'll get you guys
Jason,
healthy again too, Rod.
We got to get our Taco Bell quesadillas. Now that I've taught you how to make them the right way with the proper additives, we got to get those in before the 6th. Hurry up.
Fair enough. You have any final words you'd like to say, Greg?
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees. Oh man, you guys are funny. You guys.